I wanted to tell you all something I have noticed over the past, I would say, 6 to 8 months as a phenomenon. It's a very small thing, and yet it's striking in its ubiquity, um, and how it just crops up everywhere. Every time I enter a gas station, a drugstore, or some similar establishment that's like on the smallish side, someplace where you're conspicuous if you enter, something not like a supermarket, or a store at the mall, where you're pretty much you're just with a bunch of other people, and there's no real reason to greet you. But at every one of these places where I guess the idea is that it would be awkward not to greet the customer, because again of the size, because when you walk in, you're noticed. And these are all places that I would call corporate-ish. These are gas station chains, or drugstore chains, or some other similar establishments. They're because that's mostly where I enter. It's mostly what I love mom and pop places, but the thing is, when you enter a mom and pop place and it's conspicuously small, then I've talked about this before, there's pressure on you to buy something. So when I see a bookstore and it's tiny, this is a little bit of a tangent here. When I see a bookstore and it's tiny, I think to myself, they probably have some interesting selections, but I don't want to walk in, because I know if I walk in, I'll be one of the only customer. I might be the only customer there, and the clerk will be overly friendly, and there will be this intense pressure for me to buy something, for me to purchase something. I can't just go in and browse. They'll try to establish a relationship with me, which will mean that I'll have to buy something, but that's a side note, sidebar. Anyhow, back to the main point. I've been, every time for the last 6 to 8 months, when I've entered these places, for the first time ever, they all say, the clerks all say the same thing, the same phrase. And that phrase is, "Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in." They say that to everybody who's walking in. Welcome in. And it's so strange to me. I mean, it's not really an extraordinary phrase. It's a pretty generic sounding phrase, but I don't think I ever remember hearing anybody say "welcome in" before, whenever this was, 6 to 8 months ago. And now it's what they all say. Every single time I walk in to one of these places, the clerk says, "Welcome in." And I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Why do they all start saying this at once? I mean, it's an innocuous enough phrase. It's not like there's anything evil or sinister about the phrase, but there's something really strange and to me kind of off-putting excuse me, kind of off-putting about the fact they all started saying it at the same time. And I had never noticed it before then. I don't know what they said before that. Before the welcome in phase began 6 to 8 months ago, something like that. Before that phase began, I don't know what they said. Maybe they said nothing, or maybe they said, hello, or I don't know. But now it's always welcome in. Like, who decided? Who of all? It's like all of the corporate-y places, all of the owners of Walmarts or Shell stations, BP stations, Conoco stations, and all other similar establishments, corporate establishments that are small enough to where the customer is conspicuous when he walks in. They all began this at the same time, and they keep doing it. They keep doing it. They keep saying, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, I'm gonna if I get any replies on this at all, it'll probably be people saying, well, I don't want to, I'm cynical about my expectations concerning replies, but I shouldn't be. I won't express cynicism about how y'all will reply to this, because that's like inviting the worst. Or it's not the worst, that's a little dramatic. It's just like inviting the thing that will make me roll my eyes. So the challenge is, if you don't want to, if you're gonna comment, and I read all my comments, of course, why wouldn't I? This is a very small channel. I've got time. I don't get a lot of comments, but if you leave a comment, here's the challenge: try not to leave a comment that will make me roll my eyes. And you ask yourself, well, number one, why should I care if you roll your eyes or not? And number two, how do I know what will make you roll your eyes? Even if I do care. And I won't provide answers to either of those questions. Just try to leave interesting comments. Try to leave comments that won't just bore me or annoy me. But if you do, then whatever. Thanks for watching.